My daughter loves her family. I would never try to break that relationship up. She loves her grandmother, her father, her uncle, Isiah.
My relationship with my niece is a standard uncle-niece relationship. I love my niece, but there's nothing weird going on.
It just happened out the blue. I have to believe my daughter. She comes first.
Alexus is saying that I molested my niece, her daughter, which is insane. I would never touch my niece in that type of way.
Why do you think these accusations coming about?
Well, I know that they're going through a custody battle, and it's been a very bitter breakup, and I think she's saying this to keep the baby away from us.
Okay. And how is Alexus as a mother, in your opinion?
When she's around, she's a good mom, when she's there.
Is there times when she's not around?
There are times when she's not around. I had the baby myself for 18 months. She's just really getting the kids back in July.
She just got them back this past July.
Yeah, from CPS.
But they were in your custody the whole
Yes.
time? Because the children, there was some kind of CPS case or something?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, Alexus is here. Let's bring her up.
We have our problems, but I would never send her lie about your son doing this. Came to me and told me this. And you remember the day after her party, I asked you about it. I said, why have she been saying Isiah been touching her? What did you say you was gonna do? Talk to Isiah, and you did not. I had to go to the police. I had to go to the police.
I did talk to Isiah, and I also told
And
Charles.
what happened?
I actually felt like you were
What
lying.
happened?
Because if you
No,
felt
I said,
that
what
way,
happened when you talked to them? What happened when you talked to them? You just said you talked to them. So what happened?
they both denied it.
You said.
Alexus, what did your daughter
This is
say to
ridiculous.
you about what happened to her?
The main things, this is before her party, she tried to tickle my private area. And then I said, Mama, what is you doing? Then she laid on her back laughing and said, my turn. I'm looking, she did this. Well, her hands like tickling, so I knew it was a game made out of it. The next incident, I got her out the tub. She laid on the bed. She opened her legs. She spread her private. She don't know she have that. She's only three. So I don't care. She told me, Isiah, this is nothing I made
And where
up,
was
so
her
I don't
grandmother
care.
at when that happened? Where was I at when it happened? You finished crying
What do
that
you
quick,
mean?
girl?
What do you
Come on.
mean where you was at?
Come on,
I asked
come
my daughter
on.
why
How
she
could
didn't
that
tell
happen
nobody.
in my
She
house?
said she
The way
told
my
grandma.
house is made.
She said I told grandma.
How could they even
And
be
that's why-
anywhere in private?
Why was you keeping all her underclothes? Why did you bring a bag of her underclothes? Why did you keep all her stuff? What was that about?
Because I buy stuff for my
So-
house because
No,
you
it
don't
was a
send
bag.
anything.
Are you coaching your daughter to say
No.
these things?
No.
You're not in some bitter dispute with Charles that you're trying to keep the
We had
kids
a good
away?
relationship. I don't know.
Okay, Charles, your ex, the father of the girl in question, what do you want to say about
Yes. It's very hard to whether to believe it or not because of the relationship. I don't put nothing past anyone that regards my baby mom and my brother. I don't put nothing past either one of them.
But
if he
I mean,
did-
does it surprise you at all that your brother's being accused of this?
Yeah, it really is because it's like I haven't seen my child in 3 weeks. Then she just called me randomly on FaceTime. I wasn't even able to even FaceTime my child or even see my child.
That's it.
Then she called me and tell me that's why I wasn't able to even see my child because of what all this was being said.
Do you think that Alexis could be making this up?
In a way, yes, because with all the time being spent, and my mom had my child for 18 months. So you mean to tell me throughout the whole 18 months, nobody suspected my child being my child? Nobody has seen this at all?
Let's bring Isiah out. Charles, your brother Isiah is out on stage. What would you like to say to Isiah?
Hey, I appreciate you for coming out, trying to clear your name. I hope everything goes well. I hope it comes out that you actually are proving your name, that you did not do this.
Anything you want to say to your brother?
I'm sorry this is happening, but we all know that I didn't touch my niece.
Yeah, these allegations are, there is the timing of it. Here, she's living with your mother And I'm assuming, were you living with your mother during these 18 months?
Yes, I was.
So you did have a lot of access to the little girl, but you saying you weren't changing diapers, you weren't giving baths, you weren't really alone with the child, right?
Yeah, I was never really alone with her. It was me, her, my mother.
Did you ever do anything inappropriate with the little girl?
No, it was a standard uncle-niece relationship.
I'd like to bring your mom back out on stage right now. So, Isiah, your mom has said, hey, if he does fail, he's got to suffer the consequences no matter what. No matter how much I love my son, if he hurt the little girl, he's got to pay the price. And even Charles said that, like, hey, you're his brother, but if you did something, then you got to go. Ieisha, we asked you, did you knowingly allow Isiah to molest your granddaughter? You answered no. Did your granddaughter independently tell you that Isiah molested her? You answered no, and the results came back the same to both those questions, and it came back that Ieisha told the truth.
This is what my daughter said. I'm sorry, but I had to listen to. She said she told you. I'm sorry, but that's what she told me. So I had to believe her, but I apologize.
All right, Alexus, you took a lie detector test, and I guess we asked you about whether you're fabricating this story at all. Alexus, we gave you a lie detector test, and we asked you, did you fabricate the story that Isiah is molesting your daughter? You answered no. Did you coach your daughter to accuse Isiah of doing those sexual things to her? You answered no. The results came back the same to each of those two questions, and it came back that Alexus told the truth.
Thank you, Lord. I was telling the truth. Isiah, you better pass this test. I don't care. You better pass this test. I was not lying.
Isiah, you came here and you took a lie detector test, and we asked you, did you ever touch your niece's private area? You answered no. Did you perform that specific sex act with your niece? You answered no. Have you ever touched your niece for your own sexual pleasure? You answered no. The results came back the same to each one of those three questions, and it came back that Isiah told the truth.
I told the truth. I didn't lie.
Nobody's accusing you of lying.
He got something to say.
And Isiah, and I do believe, Alexus, that the child maybe said your name, but who knows? 3-year-old brings your name up for whatever reason. You came here, you passed the test, so I certainly know that you didn't do it.
We just got to figure out who's doing this. Right. We know that it's not me because the test I passed.
Okay.
So there's no point of us arguing, and we're not going to get anywhere just arguing. We have to figure out who's doing this because she wouldn't be that specific. She's not going to lie.
I would hope that the police get involved, that your daughter speaks to a professional therapist that deals with these, child crimes.
She has.
And that we can figure it out, that you can figure it out so this doesn't happen again, that is not a continuing thing that maybe you're trusting the wrong person. I'm glad you all came. I'm glad you got the truth that helps to a certain extent. But like I said, you have a lot of work ahead of you to find out who did this to your daughter. This story isn't over yet. A week after Alexus left the stage, she said the little girl accused her own father, Charles, of molesting her. Charles was understandably upset about the new accusation, but I promised to get this family the answers they need, so he came to the studio to take a lie detector test. Tune in tomorrow for his results.